this video I will show you the basics of Baldur's Gate 3, just the main ideas, nothing too complex. Let's get started with races. Elves. Elves are fast, smart, and they live a long time. They are good with bows and magic. There are two types of elves. High elves, they have a free cantrip. Wood elves, they are faster and better at hiding. Stealth gameplay. This is a mod, not in base game. Let's continue with half elves. Half elves are part human, part elf. They mix they mix the best of both races. They are very friendly and good in many roles like talking, fighting, or using magic. Let's continue with dwarves. Dwarves are short but strong creatures. They're great at fighting and can take a lot of damage. They can tank a lot of damage. They have three sub-races. Gold dwarves, they have more health. Shield dwarves, they are proficient with more weapons and armors. And dwargars can be invisible. They have a superior dark vision, so they can see in dark. Let's continue with gnomes. Gnomes are small, smart, and lovely creatures. They are quick thinkers, like they have very high intelligence, and they are really good at magic, especially with wizard class. Halflings, aka hobbits. They are also tiny, but they have a special passive ability called Lucky. They can't make a critical failure, so they are optional, but they're really ugly. Humans. Humans are flexible. They don't have a special power, but I mean they're good at everything of Civ. You can build them in many ways. Tieflings are my favorite race. They look like a part demon, part human creature, but they're not evil. They have fire powers, fire resistance. Dragonborns. Dragonborns look like a dragon, but they're also not evil. They talk like a people, they act like a people. They can breath some breath weapons, like red one breaths fire, flame breath. White ones have icy breath. And Githyanki. Githyankis are like space elves. They have many other dialogues different than the other races. They are proficient with armors, weapons, many armors and weapons. And lastly, Drows, aka Dark Elves. They don't like sun, and they are very good at magic. Let's continue with classes. Now, first, fighters. Fighters are strong warriors. They can use every weapon and armor in the game. You can build them melee or range, like an archer or a great sword build. Paladins. Paladins also can use every weapon and armor, but they have an oath, so they have rules. If they break the oath, the bad things will happen. Rogue. Rogues are sneaky and smart. They use stealth, trap, and critical hits. Great for players who like to explore and survive enemies. Surprise enemies, I mean, not survive. Where's Ranger? Rangers. Rangers fight with bows and nature magic. They are real like Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings. They often have an animal companion or stealthy gameplay. They are good at tracking and with the fighting with bows. Wizard. Wizard is the most complicated class in the game. because they can learn every spell in the game. I mean, like, they can learn hundreds. And in lore, wizards learn the spell by going to school, like Harry Potter. Sorcerers also a spellcaster, but they born with the magic ability. They don't go to learn. They have few subclasses: Dragon, Shadow, Storm, Wild. Draconic is the main sorcerer build. Everyone uses that. Wild magic is very fun to play. Random things happen when you spell a cast a spell. Warlock. Warlocks are also spellcaster, but they get their powers with an upper being, like a demon, a genie, or a fae. Also, warlocks are my favorite class, and I will show you a warlock build at the end of that video. Clerics. Clerics are divine spellcasters. They get their powers from their god. They can heal, fight. They're so flexible. Cleric is good. Bard. Bard is the most fun class. They have everything a little bit, like charming, damage dealing spells, utility spells. They're also very good class, but I don't recommend for new players. Barbarian, straight up wild warrior. They have a rage ability. They can toss people around. They can throw some things to people. They are also fun to play, but they are bad at talking with people, so I don't recommend for your main character. Monk. Monk fight with fist and speed. They can't get armor. They can't get an armor, but they are so quick, and they have amazing abilities like 3 or 4 attacks in a turn. But they are also bad at talking. Druid. Druids use nature magic and can turn into animals like bear, owl, cat. They can heal, they can cast damage dealing spells, and they can shapeshift into an animal. They're also fun, and I recommend Druids for new players. Okay then, let's start creating our character. I choose Warlock, with Total as Tiefling. It gives a free cantrip. And cantrips. Cantrips are level 0 spells. They have infinite usage. First, I choose the Eldritch Blast, a high damage dealer cantrip. Every warlock should pick Eldritch Blast at the start of the game. And I took a Bone Chill because it deals extra damage to undead creatures, and there are a lot of undeads in the game. For subclass, I choose the Fiend because our character is a tiefling, and she is connected to the hell. The Fiend is also a devil or an abyssal creature. It gives Armors of Agathis, a very strong spell, and Hex. Also, the best cursed spell in the game. It is a bonus action. Yeah. For deity, I choose Tiamat, a 5-headed dragon god who lives in the first layer of the hell. For background, I choose Soldier because I thought that she lived a long time in the hell, and she witnessed a great wars. For stats, we don't need strength, we don't need intelligence, we just need charisma. We don't need wisdom. We want constitution and dexterity. Dexterity affects our armor class. Constitution affects our health. Charisma affects our spells damage. Let's continue with the character leveling. No. For now, I'm using a different save because I don't have a 12 level warlock. For spells, I choose Witch Bolt because you can use infinitely until your concentration gets blocked or stopped. Eldritch invocations are Warlock's most important ability. From now, I will choose Agonizing Blast because it adds our Charisma modifier to our Eldritch Blast. And Repelling Blast, so we can push peoples with our Eldritch Blast. I don't want to please feel. Well, no, in second level, actually we don't choose a feat, but I have a mod, so I will choose ability improvement and add 1 to Charisma and Constitution. Constitution scales our HP, Charisma scales with our spellcasting ability. For demos. From spell list, what can I choose? I will choose Cloud of Daggers. It's a great AoE damage spell. It has a guarantee hit, so it's very good in early game and late game. Pact of Boon. There are 3 Pact of Boons you can choose. Pact of Chain. It gives us a Spirit Slave. Pact of Blade makes our weapons scale with our Charisma modifier. And Pact of Tome gives a extra spells. For now I will choose Pact of Chain because your character is a hell demolish creature. Imp, Closet, Family of Imp. Oh, yeah. I don't want to replace spell. Continue. We gain a cantrip, infinite spell, level 0. I will choose Thunderclap. It is a AoE spell again. We don't need any more cantrips because we have Eldritch Blast, but I think I will choose Hold Person. Hold Person is an enchantment spell. It hold an humanoid enemy. Humanoid. It has to be a humanoid enemy. It can't hold monsters, werewolves, demons, dragons. But when you hold an enemy, they can't move, they can't attack, they can't do anything, and you will always hit crit. I don't know, please. For feet, I will choose. Where is that? Warcaster. Warcaster adds a reaction, Shocking Grasp, so we can deal damage to the enemies that trying to leave from us. And it also gives advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. Concentration means in concentration form we have infinite usage of that spell, but concentration can be blocked by attacking. If someone attacks us, concentration goes. Level 5. In level 5 we unlocked 3rd level spells. I will choose Hunger of Hadar. It is the best warlock spell in the game. It blinds creature, it deals damage, and it decreases their movement speed. For Eldritch invocations, I will choose Armor of Shadows. It gives a mage armor spell that free. I don't want to replace the spell. In 6th level we gain a passive ability, Dark One's Own Luck. It it adds 1d10 to an ability check per day. From spell list I will choose Fireball, a great damage dealing AoE spell. It has a guarantee hit, but it can deal twice as damage if the enemy fails. I don't want to replace the spell. Let's continue. Oh, I also forgot to mention these passive abilities came from the. These abilities these passive abilities here because I finished the game and I made a lot of choices, a lot of upgrades. These are not important for now. In 7th level we unlocked 4th level spells and I will choose Wall of Fire. It creates a wall of fire, it's simple. For Eldritch invocations, we unlock new invocations. I choose Boon of Ancient Secrets. It gives a lot of spells, and they have a free usage, so we don't use spell slot for these. On level 8, I will choose. They are not good options, but Fire Shield, because we are Warlock, we are vulnerable, and it protects us very well. I don't want to replace. For feet, I will choose an ability improvement and max out my charisma. We gained and level 9 we unlock the 5th level spells. I will choose Hold Monster. It's a hold person but for creatures, demons, werewolves, dragons, minions of chaos. I will choose. It gives us a conjure elemental spell for free usage. I don't want to replace the spell. On level 10 we gain a passive, we gain an action. We can choose a damage type like fire, ice, poison, acid, and we can be resistant with that spell. For cantrips, I'll choose minor illusion. It is a minor illusion. For spells, I'll choose Cone of Cloth. It's a AoE spell damage. It creates a snowy ground that can enemies be prone to. Continue. We gain. It comes from our subclass, the Fiend subclass. I will choose Create Undead. It makes a mummy-like creature from a corpse of the enemy. It has very good spells. I will choose Flame Strike. It's a simple AoE fire damage, but it also deals radiant damage, so it's very powerful against undeads or ghosts. And for the final level, we gained another Eldritch invocation. Weapons, we don't use weapons. I will choose Whispers of Grave. It gives us a speak with death spell, so we can speak with any death or corpse in the game. It's a very overpowered spell and it helps a lot of while solving a puzzle. For spells, I will choose Misty Step. It teleports us to where we can see. I don't want this. And for the final feat, I'll choose Toad. It increases our HP a lot of, like, I have 99, I have 123. And that's it, we're maxed level.
Cross me again, and I will end you.
Yeah, we have a lot of spell, like, to choose. This is a quest line reward. Warlocks don't have that spell. No one did have that spell. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.